Yes, finally I have a new flea market video. First one I've actually been able to go to due to the crappy rain weather we've been having nearly every single weekend. Well, that and I work all the time, so yeah. Anyway, first thing we ended up spotting is this Wii bundle. It has those controller attachment things meant for Wii Sports that I don't give a damn about, but he does have Wii Sports and a few other junky titles along with the controllers and all the necessary cords and cables. He didn't have a price for it and didn't know what to sell it for, I guess it was his friends or something. I can get a Wii at Disc Replay all day long for $40 to $50 depending on what comes with it, so I offered $30 just because why not? And he was totally cool with it, so great. Finally I have a Wii again, since my ex has the old one. So for $30, I'm extremely happy. Sly Cooper Collection for the PlayStation 3. I'll be honest, Sly Cooper is not a franchise that I particularly enjoy, but I'd still like to own this at some point. How much on the game?
$10.
10 bucks. Would you do 5 at all?
No.
Okay.
How about 8?
$8 isn't even like a bad deal or anything, but I don't want to pay that for a game I know I'll never play. Guy has a NES and an Atari in the box. I was more curious about the Atari until I noticed how rough the condition was. One of the switches was broken off the system, the case was cracked, and the controller inside had a broken handle. That pretty much ruined any interest I had for this. And another Atari for $100 or best offer. It includes a large bag of games and stuff, but I don't know, I see sets like this all the time at flea markets, online marketplaces like Let Go, OfferUp, even the Facebook marketplace, and antique shops with $100 price tags, some even down to $70 or $50, and I don't think people even buy them. I myself do not collect Atari stuff, so I don't know, but just based off of my own observations, it doesn't seem like that many game collectors really care about Atari stuff, although I could always very well be wrong about that. Wow, Chrono Cross for just $5? It's one of my favorite RPG games for the PlayStation, and that's a pretty damn cheap price, considering how great the condition is, plus the fact that it's a black label copy makes it that much more desirable among collectors. My girlfriend ended up finding 2 how to draw manga/anime books for a couple bucks each as well. She's a really good tattoo artist and eventually wants to do anime tattoos at some point. She's already been trying to convince me to get one. We'll see. I spent like a minute trying to figure out if I had that XL edition of Gran Turismo. A vast majority of the time I can instantly tell if I own a game based off of the cover art. It threw me off completely just because I don't ever recall seeing a cover art like this before, up until I opened the case and noticed the reason for that was because the owner flipped the artwork inside out. Wow. It's a game console. It's pretty crazy. How much is all the Intellivision stuff?
Make an offer.
I have no idea what to offer. I don't know much about them.
Well, I'll be honest, I looked up the Star Wars game on eBay.
Yeah.
And that was $20 for the game.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I think I can only do like 40 because I just don't. Like, I collect everything else but this because I don't know anything about it, so. Yeah, I could only do 40 if that's...
That's probably fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thing is, I'm really not messing with the seller to get a better deal. I know absolutely jack shit about Intellivision stuff. I didn't even realize this was an Intellivision 2 console until many hours later. I simply threw out that $40 offer only because I don't know the value of this stuff here. Plus, there's no way for me to test and see if the console works since it didn't include a power cord or an RF switch. I'm gonna end up cleaning up the system because it is absolutely filthy, and possibly throwing it on eBay to see what I can get out of it. Normally, I don't resell things, but after thinking about it for the past few days, I'm not sure I want to get into collecting any 80s video game stuff. It's cool, sure, but honestly, it's not my cup of tea. Hopefully, I end up making my money back if anything, but again, I don't know the value here. The seller had a bunch of games and game systems, but unfortunately was not willing to part with any of the games separately. Said that he wouldn't be able to sell everything unless it was done in a package deal. Yeah, I mean, that's probably true. You might not sell a lot of the common titles or sports games, but generally, you end up making a lot more money if you part things separately. In a way, you end up alienating a lot of potential buyers simply for the hope that there's that one special person who's willing to drop $120 on a PlayStation bundle for whatever reason they may have. Honestly, in cases like this, you're better off throwing bundles on eBay because the chances that you'll sell it are very high, and who knows, you might end up making more money out of it that way. Oh, so that's funny. So that's the thing that's on Amazon. The pet feeder thing that we were looking at. Yeah. Yeah, that's that same one. Uh-huh. I don't know. No. It's USB powered? No, that can't be. There's no way.
No, that actually is a food dispenser slash camera.
Camera?
Yeah, there's a camera you can watch your animal. It's hooked up to whatever. It even shows it on the thing. It hooks up to your phone. So you can watch them.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
See, it's got clock. It's got, right there.
Oh, okay.
That's so cute.
How do you fill it?
I don't know.
I wonder.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, twist it. Twist the head off.
Oh, is that? Oh.
That's cool. That's really
That is actually really cool. Yeah, we were looking at this on Amazon. It was on sale, and I just didn't bite the
How
bullet.
much was it on sale? Like
It was
30
like
bucks?
45 or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it
We'll
is.
make you a deal. That way you don't have to order it and you take it home.
How much do you want for it?
Babe, you want... Jeremy, how much you want for
No.
that? 20 bucks?
Yeah, that's fine.
20 bucks.
The wire and everything's right here.
Yeah.
You want to get it? Okay.
You can't beat that. I mean,
No, yeah. Well, it's just funny because
We've been looking.
we were looking at it, and then we left like 3 Tupperwares because we live in Michigan for our cat, so we're just like, shit.
right.
And then we just come across it, so.
Bag to put in there. Thank you, babe.
Those are perennial. These are perennial. So if you want any, they're $1 each. We can, yeah, and they look like shit at my work.
Yeah,
These actually don't look bad at all. That one's not great.
just put them in the window box.
You could. Yeah, you could sit there and, yeah. It's an idea because there's different ones in here. Yeah, you can mix and match too. We can wait, obviously. One thing you will always find at really any flea market is tools. This location especially has a ton of people selling both brand new and used tools for relatively cheap. One guy had tools meant for tie rods on cars, which is kinda funny because we just had to replace the tie rods on my girlfriend's car just a few weeks ago. Another extremely common thing you'll find at flea markets is knives and swords, usually cheap Chinese things, but you know what, they do the job just as well. Honestly, I'm the type of person who would rather spend $10 on a pocket knife and replace it when it's broke than pay $100+ on one that I'm probably gonna end up losing.
You'll be doing a flea market. Okay.
Ooh.
About 5. Dust is free.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it's all scratched underneath all that. Give
me 3 for it.
I'll do it for 3.
$3 for Crash Warped is a great deal. The disc was disgustingly filthy, but I think I can clean it up. Didn't appear to have any major damage to the disc, so I'm sure it works fine. This guy had a lot of Xbox games here, nothing really all that special, although the 2 games I would have wanted were the Limbo Trials multi-pack and that Warhammer title. Except the discs were completely ruined, coated in light and heavy scratches. There's just no way they would have worked even if they were resurfaced.
Shit. I don't like being told something's rare and then you find 50 million things of it on eBay. What? Yeah. It's a little lit. Fucking love
Oh my
this.
god, I remember that.
The game or the game's awful. Did you?
Yeah, I hated it.
There's a couple in here I care about. Like that. I have it, but oh, dude. Let's cheer. They look airbrushed AF. You know what? Why not? Ooh. That's destroyed. That's destroyed. Forza Horizons in the case of New Vegas. I mean, that's kind of interesting.
You know, I consider myself to be somewhat of a knowledgeable plug-and-play guy. I've owned a few dozen different ones throughout my life and enjoyed them from time to time. That being said, I have never seen one like this before, and it's strange because it looks like there's 2 separate units that are attached on top of each other, considering there is 2 separate power buttons. I have no idea what this one is, though. He had a few other plug-and-plays that I've had in the past, however, all of them had some varying degree of damage that was putting me off even asking on a price.
How much are your games?
$3 each or 2 for $5.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but it kind of looks like a... my brain's not working, help me.
What? What?
Mario Party?
Oh,
Looks like it.
dude. I'm taking off my thing. I'm like dying.
Pizza delivery boy. Looks interesting.
Okay, now I'm not on fire. Well, I am, but
Why are you on fire?
because you set me ablaze.
Oh, shoot.
Anything in here is $1 a piece.
Okay.
My wrestling goes from 2 to 5.
Okay.
My series are $5, or I do 3 for 10.
Awesome. That out.
Pretty good wrestling. Yeah. This one here is a pretty cool one.
Normally I don't mess with wrestling DVDs, it's not really my thing. I stopped watching that stuff since like 2007-ish, except for the occasional hilariously bad TNA Impact Wrestling show. But I gotta say, I really like that Rise and Fall of WCW documentary. I remember my dad and I watching that, and we were both kind of glued to the TV since we were big WCW fans back in my early childhood. Yeah, I know the camera angle isn't great here. She had a bunch of Wii games, nothing special, but I did grab that Namco Museum Megamix and the Pac-Man game for $5 total. Not too shabby. I'd ask a price, however, the name that's sharpied onto this case is the exact same as the one I just bought games from, so I'm pretty sure he's going to charge like $10 for it. The last thing we ended up coming across today was this table of various video games here. There was a guy next to me who scored some pretty amazing titles for $5 a pop, including a Digimon game for the PS2 that I've been hunting for some time now. But I did make out quite well with Kirby's Epic Yarn, Mario, and Sonic Rush for $15 total, so I can't really be too upset. I probably should have asked for a better deal, but my brain was too focused on what the other guy had snagged before me. Well, that about does it, everyone. For the first flea market video of the year, I'm actually pretty shocked at how well things went. Got some good things this time around, like that nearly mint condition Black Label Chrono Cross, Crash Warped, that Intellivision 2 and Wii bundle, and that automatic pet feeder thing is a great deal and extremely necessary for us. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, take care.